Yes, we are back again in Train Sim World 5, back again to explore the joys of Thomas the Tank Engine. Jumping straight in, when this first came out, I did the first two storylines, Thomas's arrival and then Devious Diesel, where, if you remember, Diesel went and moved Annie and Clarabelle into the other thing, and then didn't do any more. And then recently have done the new add-on where Thomas was green. Well, something I've been saying I wanted to do for a while was carry on from the first two. See what happens. What happens next? Where does it all end? So that is the plan for this. Going to work through the rest of the little stories in the Thomas thing. You will need, in order to do these, Train Sim Mod 5. You'll need the West Somerset Railway, and you'll need the Thomas DLC. You will need all three components to be able to work our way through these, but I will be doing it for you. If you're watching this on YouTube, hello. This is going out on a day. It may not be a Saturday because I've got quite a lot of stuff queued up. So it may be another random day, but it'll be one of them. There'll be links in the doobly-doo below to where you can get the routes and things. There'll be a link down there to the Twitch page where you can watch me even live on the Twitchy, and a link down there to the server of Discords. Good evening then to Trent, to Nico, to Colin the Caterpillar, to Ethan, Stokey, Nige, McBone, and Pina. I know it isn't Tuesday today. We were going to do farming again, but there isn't really much to do. And, well, I thought, I know, I'm going to do this. So, yes, West Somerset Railway is the thing. If I go to scenarios. So, yeah, we've done the first two. We did Thomas's arrival and the Devious Diesel. So this is going to be a period of me not talking, I should imagine, in these. So we've got confusion and delay, Diesel and the fireworks. Excuse me. The hunt for the missing gifts, a problem to solve, Diesel in distress, and fireworks and friendships. Hopefully, we should get all of those done. So let's jump straight in then, shall we? Hopefully, we should get all of those done. We'll see.
Confusion and delay. A few hours later, Thomas awoke, tired but excited for the day ahead. He looked all around the station and took in all the new sights and sounds in front of him. He then spoke to Annie and Clarabelle. Morning, Annie. Morning, Clarabelle. But there was no reply. Thomas looked over and realized his friends were no longer beside him. Annie? Clarabelle? Where are you? He suddenly heard a chorus of voices from a nearby siding. Thomas! Bust my buffers, he cried. How did you get over there? Don't worry, I'm coming to get you.
Right, that's our cue then, I think. Bust my buffers.
It looks like those troublesome trucks are still in the way. We need to move them before we can rescue Annie and Clarabelle.
That's got to be a thing then, hasn't it? Well, bust my buffers. Right, let's just... I've got... I like that. I've got to take that with the wheelbarrow in the way. There you go. Right. Let's get going then. So we've got to go down there at the signal. Is it that way? There we go. Yeah, I did think about doing these as individual YouTube videos, but one of them is like 40 minutes long, and yeah, no one can cope with me just waffling for 40 minutes, can they? So I thought I'd just do them all in one. But I'm intrigued to see how it ends. Hopefully the signal's been set and I go over there. I'm guessing we're going to find out in a minute. Or I got to stop and get out and go and do the signally thing. Oh, no, we're okay. Hi, Amy Lou. Yes, we've got to go back here and rescue Annie and Clarabelle. So we've got to move the troublesome trucks out of the way. Those troublesome trucks. Hang on, we haven't done the thing yet, have we? Bear with me. There we go. That's better. Life is good. Hi, Daz. I thought this was a family-friendly DLC. It is. Right. Braking. Coupled to the troublesome truck. How do I know if is the thing? Okay, well I'm guessing we're going to find out if the thing's been set. Oh! Hang on, that said 377 yards was the red.
Confusion and delay. A few hours later, Thomas awoke, tired but excited.
If you've just
He
joined,
looked all around the station and took in all the new sights and sounds in front of him. He then spoke to Annie and Clarabelle.
Yeah, they're not there.
Morning, Annie. Morning, Clarabelle.
We may not get through all the scenarios.
But there was no reply. Thomas looked over and realised his friends were no longer beside him.
Yeah, they're not there. They're over there, look.
Annie? Clarabelle?
Yeah, they're not there.
Where are you?
They're over there. There they are, look.
He suddenly heard a chorus of voices from a nearby siding.
It was the chorus in the church next door.
Thomas!
No, it wasn't.
Bust my buffers. How did you get over there? Don't worry, I'm coming to get you.
Bust my buffers. That's great. Right, let's go.
It looks
I
like
can't
those
go yet.
troublesome trucks are still in the way. We need to move them before we can rescue
Yes.
Annie and
Yeah,
Clarabelle.
I know. We've done this bit. There, go. Why am I so far out? Zoomy, 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 zoomy. Right, let's go a bit quicker this time. It's back there. It's back there. I was on full brakes then. Right, well there's a red. So is there a red? Because let's check the signal. Pointy things. You know the things. Where am I supposed to stop? There. So is that set? Or is it that one? No, it is that one. No, that's right. That's set right. Hang on, we got yellow now, I think. We have. We're all good. No, hang on, that's the wrong way. Bear with me. Okay, no, it's fine. Let's go this way instead. We're off to a promising start. Yeah. Yeah, nobody noticed. You were all looking the other way, weren't you? It's because I have to use the keyboard for the controls. It doesn't work with my throttly thing. I'm not used to which way's forward and which way's backwards. Right, so we've got to go back here. We've got to couple up to the troublesome trucks. I'm guessing shift them out the way. So then we can get to Annie and the Clarabelles. Right.
You troublesome trucks are always causing confusion and delay.
Right, stop at signal. Back up there again. No, hang on, no, forwards. Hang on, we've gone the wrong way. Let's go forwards. It's complicated. It's two directions. You troublesome trucks. So the first scenario is 20 minutes. Let's see how long it takes me to do it. Now you've got the smart of someone that's just farted. Okay. I'm guessing now we're going to go back the other way. Oh, let's accelerate. Oh, brakes. We're driving a Neoplan tomorrow. Excellent stuff, Peanut. Right, stop at Minehead. Map. But it's not a Skyliner. Right, we've got a red back there, but we're not worried about that just yet. We'll worry about that when we get there. Right, which way are we going? Are we going backwards or are we going forwards? That way. No, that's the other way. Right. We've got a yellow. Right, so I'm guessing we got to dump these. Dump these down in this platform here. Then I guess we got to come back up again and then go back down and get Annie and Clarabelle. We know what you need to do, Peanut. You need to quit the other job, don't you? And then call him Peanut 2 jobs for nothing. Right. Warning, this Thomas is reversing. Oh, it's Peanut. Can he go away?
The track is clear now, so we can go and collect Annie and Clarabelle.
Right, uncouple the troublesome trucks. Okay. Which side? The platform side are probably a good idea, isn't it? That's a good one. Okay. Come here, you troublesome trucks. There we go. You've been uncoupled. Stand. Stand and deliver. Which way are we going? Forwards. No, that's backwards. Forwards. There we go. Right, we're going back to the signal again. Surprisingly. So I'm guessing we just got to get Annie and Clarabelle and take them back down to the platform so we can then pick up the people and go and do the next thing. Lots of shunting. Is Thomas handsome? Boyish looks, I suppose. They all look the same though, don't they? If you face swapped them, would you know a difference between them? You rip Thomas's face off and shove it on another one? Right. Hang on. Oh, nearly. Nearly. That was very close. That was very close. Oh, wrong way. Right, I haven't checked the routing thing. You were actually shouting red. Oh dear. If you're watching this on YouTube and you've got this far and you're also shouting red, please let me know in the comments below. I'm turning into one of those YouTubers, aren't I? Never understand that when they say, put your guesses now below and the video hasn't finished yet. It's like, what benefit is there? Your window's open, I might have heard. Well, if you're this side of town, my window's shut though. Oh God, I don't want to start doing this. It's been 8 years, Pina. I think it's a bit late for that, isn't it?
Hello, you two. It's good to see you're both okay. But how did you get here? We don't know, Thomas, cried Annie. Perhaps an engine from this railway put us here, thinking we were just ordinary coaches. That is strange, said Thomas, puzzled. Maybe it was by accident. But we can't stand here all day, he added. We still have a lot to do before the special event tonight, and now we're running late, so we need to hurry.
Guess where we've got to go? I wonder who it was. Do you know, boys and girls, who put Annie and Clarabelle there? The fat controller has arrived, yeah. So I'm guessing then we've got to go back down into the platform and do the picking up of the passengers type thing. Sounds like a load of police cars. And stop. Right. There's a red there. It's okay, Nigel. I've seen it. Don't panic. It's fine now. Right. Yeah, but isn't that normal though, Nigel? That's why I can't have the window open in my spare room. Because my neighbours would look at me.
So who here is the fat controller? Or whatever they call him these days?
Dawn and your sexy Irish voice. 62 months. That is many, 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 many of the months. Hope you're doing okay. That is 62 months. That's devotion. We're not going to say that I've been doing this 8 years, but, you know, we won't talk about that. But it's the thought that counts. I don't know I'm going this slowly, but, you know, I am now. You'd think also, if he was, you know, due to leave at, like, say, 7:40, he would have got up a bit earlier, wouldn't you? 5 years and 2 months, can you get a refund? Oh, that's brake, that's accelerating. That'll do.
Thomas arrived at the platform, and the passengers began to climb aboard Annie and Clarabel. As he was waiting, Mr. Peters walked up and greeted him warmly. Morning, Thomas. I hope you and your coaches are feeling well rested and ready for work. Good morning, Mr. Peters, sir, smiled Thomas. We certainly are, and we're looking forward to starting our journey. I'm sorry we're running a little late this morning. That's all right, Thomas, said Mr. Peters kindly. Just make sure you try and make up for the lost time. I'll try, sir, puffed Thomas. Mr. Peters smiled.
That's because he just fired.
That's a good engine, he said. Our passengers are our top priority here on the West Somerset Railway, and we must do everything we can to ensure that they all have a wonderful time. Don't worry, sir. We'll make sure they all have a great time. That's what I like to hear, continued Mr. Peters. It looks like you're almost ready to go. But I'll be sure to come and find you later and see how you're getting on. And with that, he turned and walked away to attend to other things.
We didn't return, he walked away.
Thomas was still waiting for the last of the passengers to get on board, and he was eager to set off. Luckily, he didn't have to wait for long. It looks like everyone's on board, called Clarabel. We're ready to go now, Thomas, said Annie. Oh, that's good, puffed Thomas. Let's get going and see if we can make up for lost time.
Well, that was the first one. I said I took 18 minutes and 20 seconds. Perfect. See, I'm not stupid. Maybe. Right. Because in case they're not putting them in the right order. We'll go back. Tomorrow night, by the way, we're back with some quizzing. Doing the quizzing thing. Saturday night, I may or may not be here. Depends on what time I get back from that there London. It's going to be persistently raining, so it may just be a brief visit. But I would advise you when I get back here as to whether there'll be a stream on Saturday. Sunday lunchtime back on the farm, and then more things back next week. Right. So scenarios. So confusion and delay. So, oh guys, a 30-minute one. This one. Diesel and the fireworks. Diesel learns of a fireworks display taking place and puts a plan into action. So now we get to drive Diesel. The streams may change at short notice.
Diesel and the fireworks.
I just said that.
Meanwhile, Diesel was thinking of more ways he could get Thomas into trouble. As he approached Willerton Station, he saw the station master talking to one of the passengers. He was telling them about the fireworks display to be held at the party later that night. Diesel kept listening until he suddenly noticed a particular line of trucks waiting in the siding. They were waiting for Thomas to collect them and take them to the party. Diesel eyed the trucks with interest, and a devious idea came to him. If Mr. Peters thinks Thomas is so special, let's see how he feels when his precious fireworks train is misplaced, he said slyly to himself. So when the coast was clear, Diesel made his way over to the siding to collect the fireworks train and began to put his plan into action.
Well, I was thinking it's going to be something like we do on the Holiday Express, because that spells fireworks. One letter on each carriage, in case you hadn't noticed. So I'm wondering if it's one of those things that, you know, they're not going to work if they're not in the correct order. But we'll see what happens. Right, zoomy. Backwards. Oh, that's backwards. So I'm guessing we got to just take. Surely this, this guy in the orange here would go, hang on a minute. Someone's stealing those fireworks coaches, wagons, things, containers, trailers, whatever they are. Remember the red. It is quite cool, which is why I have wanted, since this first came out, to finish the storyline. So at least this is a way of doing that now. I do like the fact they've added those little plumes of diesel smoke. And I actually genuinely hope it is successful for Dovetail and that we are going to get more. I would love to see Sodor and more of the trains. Right, so we've got to stop here. Switch the junction to access the correct track. Okay, we'll get out and do that. So where's it? Okay. There we go. Couple to the fireworky trucks. At least it's better than that Class 20 thing. Right. Forwards. Uncouple. Oh, hang on. I've got to get out and do some uncoupling now. I'll get out this side. Don't mind me. Hang on, I should go to the other side, otherwise I'll be spotted. Doobie 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 doobie. Nothing to say here. This one. Where's my door? I've lost my door. It's fine. It's there. I found it. It's okay. Where's my... Thank you. Right. So we are. We're splitting up the fireworks. I'm guessing then Thomas will have to come back and put them back again. Although he was bringing passengers, wasn't he? It's a lot of fire, exactly. It's going to be a hell of a party. I think someone obviously added a couple of extra zeros in there. Who's paying for all this? No wonder that they're expensive on the West Somerset Railway. Right, are the points going to be set, or are we going to go back where we just were? I like the fact you hear the signal change as you go past. See, someone's aiding and abetting here because they've changed the signal. It's not really hiding them, is it? They've gone from there to here. Unless we're now going to go back and get the others. Yeah, I bet we got to, because they're not going to be in the right order anymore. This side, we're not seeing the fact that there's a diesel shunter sat there ticking away. There we go. Let me guess, back to the signal by chance, maybe? Yep. Oh, that's forwards. Oh, I just recoupled. Oh, for God's sake. Hang on. Bear with me, caller. Oh, I've done it again. That way. No, we're fine now. Right. So, all the way back up here. So, I'm guessing it's come down, grab... Why are we going this far? I suppose we've got to go beyond the signal, haven't we? There's one there. Right. Stop. Stop at the... Where are we going? Oh, flippity flip flip. Don't say it. It's fine. It's fine. We just wait for the red. Nothing happened. It's fine. No, it's okay. There's a malfunction. Am I colourblind? No, stupid. There's a difference. You're mucking up a kid's cartoon here. Hey, Thomas Tank Engine isn't just for kids. Just don't watch anything after the original series. Where are we going? Unless we're going to come down and go past and come back up and couple to the front of these and then take them that way, so we're not pushing them. So we're running around. Run around! Was that Mike Reed, wasn't it? Willetton. Right, there is a red ahead. It's got a yellow here. Mike Reed, that's the name. Yeah, Mike. I got told about Mike Reed. Another one when he had to run from, there's like 3 circles on the ground, and they had to guess which answer it was by going and standing in the correct circle. Is that the one? I think it was. Right, is there going to be a... Right, there's a red there. I'm stopping. I'm not going anywhere till this changes. I saw the red. No, it's fine. I've seen the red. It's fine. I've noticed that the red has been noticed. If the signaller would change the signal, I'd be fine. Hang on, the point's set. I am there. I am going... I'm going that way now. No, that looks good. That's right now. Yeah. Get the speed camera next to it, that'll get me focused. We don't seem to be having a change of the signal here. Can I tab? No, it doesn't exist in Thomas World. Oh, there we go. I'm guessing we're going down there with them then. Thing is, where are all the other engines, right? If Thomas is supposed to be running services, he's not going to do it on his own, is he? I suppose you've got diesel, but even that, what sort of frequency of service is that going to give? And there's only 2 passenger carriages. So I'm sorry, we're only running a train every 4 hours And not all of you are going to get on because we're running Thomas Tank Engine and he's got 2 small carriages. Because he's a weedy little fella and can't pull anymore. Stop it. Why are we going backwards again? That's forwards. Forget that. So hang on. So why did we run around them? What? That makes no sense. Why did we run around to then push them backwards? We could just pulled them. I'm confused. I was thinking we were going to go that way. Okay. Well, we're okay. Well, he's not really hiding them, is it? Unless we're going to go into this shed or something here. We will find out what happens. Right, uncouple. Okay. Stop at shed sidings. Okay. So we're leaving those down here. It's not exactly. I suppose if they're looking for them down there, they are a bit out of the way. Okay, no, I can see that. There's only 4 services a day in each direction. I was going to go down there a month ago, whatever it was. I would like to. It wasn't too, like 30 quid, I think, for an all-day ticket. Which wasn't too bad. Right. Now coupled to these ones. Guessing we're going to take these somewhere. Surely he's going to notice that, you know, Diesel's trundling about. All of a sudden he'll go, hang on a minute. I'm sure there were some fireworks trucks here a minute ago. Right, stop back there at that signal. I know there's a red. Before you say anything, I've seen the red. Right, another red up here. Go. Right, so you should be able to get beyond these signals then before we go to stop. Definitely a devious diesel. Right, back down there. Alright. Another red. Come on. Go. Good thing there's no other services running. Otherwise we wouldn't be able to do this. So am I now going to do the runaround thing again? And then have to bring those back. But sure. Okay. It does sound quite like a ship's horn, yeah. Well, lines like this, I think, it's the weekends, isn't it, where they do their business. Not really during the week. I say, is that actually going to let me stop where I need to stop? No, because the red's first. I'm not going to run it. I'm not going to run it. I'm not running it. Concentration is real. I'm like, no. Really? You want? I'm okay. Rick. Oh God. Okay. Uncouple the fire. Why are we leaving them there? Hang on. Uncouple. So you've got to uncouple. Oh, I collected a flipping lamp. Uncouple one of them. Okay. So we're splitting them up. That one again. Well, it's not really splitting them up by very much, though, is it? That's just moving them down a bit. Oh, uncouple another one now. Okay. He is devious. He is. I'll go down the other end of the platform now. Yeah, I can almost see it being a Thomas thing now and having to come back and put them all back together in the right order. Which again is why I wanted to do this in a stream rather than do it in separate videos. Stop at the signal. Ow. I slightly overshot the mark. Okay, there we go. That one, that one. Uncouple the last. Oh, you deviant. Why did we do that with the first lot then? Because all it is just drive forward and couple up to all of these again. That was a noise. That one. That one. That one. Right, stop at the signal down there. See, I just uncoupled them and left them spaced apart. It does look devious. Alright, now stop back down there. We got a yellow. And then we got a red. I'm guessing we're going to go back to where we were at the beginning and be like, no, I don't know how that happened. It wasn't me. Well, logically, he needs to get out of the way, because if I then come down here as Thomas, Diesel's going to be in the way. A couple to... What? What? Okay. Alright, I wasn't expecting to go back there. What is... Okay. Well, there isn't really the room unless we take them... Ah, I reckon we run them down the other platform and split these up. Yeah, this will be remove the back one, move forward, move the next one. Yeah. Okay. Slightly evil. So uncouple the uncouple the very rear one. Okay, did I leave the door open? No, I didn't. Oh, he's this door. Hello, door. Ow. So uncouple you, and then move forward. Yeah. That one. That side. That way. Yeah, I reckon it'll be going down the platform and get rid of the last, what, 4. And then we're stuck the other side of them. Thomas will come down and be like, hang on a minute. Yeah, uncouple the rear one. I'm sure I just left my door open. So I'm closing my door. Oh, I didn't collect another flipping lamp. Morning. Enjoying your coffee? Door shuts when you start moving. Well, that's bad planning. Safety feature on that, you know, I might want to fall out. Right, uncouple the rear one. It's on the platform now. It's not such a long... Ignore me. Nothing to see there, Mr. Whatever your name is with a strange West Country accent. Mr. Peters. It was the Irish accent that got me, that wasn't quite Irish. Alright, uncouple another one. Closing this door. Okay. Well, yeah, because to recouple them, all you got to do is just drive in one. Look, well, uncouple the wrong one.
Soon Diesel had shunted the trucks into the platforms, blocking both lines and preventing the passengers from being able to board their train. Diesel looked back and surveyed his hard work. Let's see that bothersome blue tank engine be really useful now, he chuckled to himself. Suddenly the station master ran up. You need to get these trucks sorted quickly, he shouted. Thomas will be along any minute, and his passengers can't be kept waiting. But before he could say anything, Diesel raced away, laughing.
Was that supposed to be Welsh? Hey, 30-minute scenario, 31:23. That's not bad. Hey, I'm getting better. We only ran one red light for that one as well. Naughty. Tomorrow night, by the way, back with quiz, doing the quizzing type thing. Potentially not here Saturday. I'll confirm that Saturday mid-afternoon. Sunday lunchtime will definitely be with some farming. And then next week, Tuesday, some more Train Sim World, exploring Germany. Wednesday, something, maybe the bus. Thursday, something. Friday, something. There's things next week. Right, scenario. So we've done that one. The hunt for the missing gifts. Thomas discovers that the gifts for the special event have gone missing and sets out to find them. That's the next one. At this rate, we won't do them all. I'll have to save the last one for YouTube. Oh, wouldn't that...
hunt for the missing gifts.
Wouldn't that be a tease?
Back at Minehead Station, Thomas was waiting at the platform. Soon all his passengers were on board, and he was finally ready to go. Come on, he puffed to Annie and Clarabelle. Let's get going and see if we can make up for lost time. But as he was about to leave, he suddenly heard someone shout. All the gifts for the party are missing, cried the station master.
Baldy!
Once again, Thomas was puzzled. Where did the gifts go? Don't worry, we'll look for them along the way, said Thomas reassuringly. The station master smiled as Thomas blew his whistle and set off along the line.
Yeah, I don't know if it's meant to be Scottish. Obviously, they got one person doing all the accents. Overall, he does a good job.
Come along, Annie and Clarabelle. We need to keep a lookout for those missing gifts.
Right. Can you keep a lookout, boys and girls? Can you see if you can see the missing gifts? Shall we look together? Hang on, all the passengers are on. Where? There are no passengers on that train. They're behind you. They are ghost passengers. I am a passenger. And I ride and I ride. What do we get? The winner gets to spend a day with Ethan. No thanks, yeah. Right, so we've got to stop at Dunster. I do like these stories. In a way, I know people moaned about the last one, that there was only like 4 scenarios, whatever it was. I do hope they do more. I still think what they should have done is done this as a standalone game. So they should have done Thomas Tank Engine. So as part of it, you get a locked down version of Train Sim World 5 that only gives you this route and that only gives you these scenarios. Because I'm sure there are a lot of youngsters with consoles and stuff that would have loved to have just driven Thomas up and down or done these scenarios over and over again. Yeah, a bit like we had with, was it Train Sim Classic, where we had the Great British Railway journeys, whatever it was. So they could just done a Thomas Tank Engine version of Train Sim World. Because originally, when this was announced as their big thing, I was a bit, really? Thomas, that really? Thomas, really? But then the first time I did that first scenario and the voiceover came, I was like, you know what? Actually, this is kind of cool. Even I now want to see what happens. I want to complete them just to see how it ends. Alright, so you've got to stop at Dunster. There's lots of passengers. They're not all going to fit in here, are they? Annie and Clarabelle are only tiny.
Get in quickly, please, he whistled.
Unlock doors. No, quickly. Just, no, don't just... No, you just dawdle. Take your time. It's fine. Not like we're late. Well, it's not like there's a timetable we need to get to. Come on. That's it. You're all on. Right, stop at Blue Anchor. That's backwards. Hang on. We want to go forwards. That's forwards. Right. It's you know, Let's open it up a bit, shall we?
What's that up ahead? We should stop and check, as it could be the missing gifts.
What? Oh god, we got to stop now. Stop Thomas next to the present. Okay. We're just starting to get a bit of a wriggle on. He's got good eyesight, hasn't he? For, you know, a train. How the heck did he see that?
That's one of the missing gifts found, said Thomas. But how did it end up here?
Have I got it? No, it's fine. I'll get out. You just stay there, Thomas. I'll do it. Fine. There we go.
I know. When we stop at the next station, we can give it to the station master. I'm sure they can look after it whilst we finish our journey.
Hello. Right, stop at Blue Anchor, that way. Right, go. How the heck did Thomas see that all that way away? He obviously eats his carrots. Boots and carrots, where we belong. Come on, Thomas, you can do it. Oh, wait, hang on, we got passengers now. They've actually got in this time.
Look, there's another gift up ahead. Let's stop and collect it.
Oh, really? Hang on, we might not be able to. Four brakes. Four brakes. That was 4 brakes. Oh, blimey, McCharlie. Okay, no, you're stood there. I'll go this way then, it's fine. Just run around here. Flipping present on the ground. It's my flipping birthday. Why am I picking up your bloody presents for? I don't know. No, you just stand there. I'll go and get the presents. Right, go. As long as it's not another one now, we'll be fine. So will someone else have moved those carriages around? That's going to be the question. Or will they be in the perfect place to be able to set off the fireworks? Well, actually, Diesel did a good thing. Actually, it's quite a nice line to go on a summer's day. I may have to go down here.
Oh, yeah.
Nikolai, thanks for the follow. That was very delayed because that appeared 35 minutes ago in my activity feed, and now the notifications only just played. But thank you, Nikolai. I was thinking, why has that not come up with the noise? That took literally 35 minutes. We are loading and unloading passengers. See, why have we stopped all the way back down here? They've got to walk the long platform. We stopped right at this end. Right, lock doors. I'd say you're too late now. You have to wait for the next one.
There's the station master.
Give the presents to Statham. to Jason Statham. Why can't you're going to have to move? Because I just out of the way. There you go.
Hello, Thomas. Thanks so much for finding these gifts. It seems that there have been gifts missing from several stations. Do you think you could find any more on your journey?
What accent was that?
Don't worry. We'll be sure to keep a good lookout and pick up any more that we find.
Okay, I'm not sure what accent that was supposed to be. Was it Welsh? See, I could have done this, you know. I could have done a Welsh accent. Hello, Thomas. You should go and find some presents. You should. Right. I could do an Indian one. Right. Stop at Washford. I'm guessing there'll be some more gifty things to find along the way. Alright, I better not go too fast in case eagle-eyed Thomas spots some more. So basically doing a 4-line run, I think.
There's another gift at the side of the track. We need to make sure that we stop and collect it.
Fine. How is he seeing something 500 yards away? Is he like Superman or something? Has he got superhuman vision? Like Super Thomas? Oh, David, I'm the only guy in the village. I feel like I am sometimes. Find and collect your presents. Done. Conveniently leaning against the signal. That wasn't just dropped there, that was left there on porpoise. Right, stop at Washford. Is there going to be any more though? We're a mile and a bit away. Could be Rich T. Is there such thing as too much though? Yeah, I think if you're in chat, it's fine. So yeah, Twitch is having issues, so it took 35 minutes for a notification to come through. Right, is there gonna be another present between now and then?
Another gift up ahead. I wonder how they ended up by the side of the track.
Elves. The gifts are more exciting than the one in the second part. Even I was disappointed after that cliffhanger. It's like, really? Twitch, Discord, YouTube. Oh dear, that's not good, is it? That's fine. Hey, there's nothing wrong with Thomas. Right. Another present. Okay. Up we go again. Go. You had an issue with Twitch chat for 20 minutes. Ah, yes, it has been quite twitchy. You haven't missed much. I haven't run a red light or anything. It's all been going perfectly fine. Yeah, not my cup of tea though, the engineer. Alright, 500 yards to Washford. So yeah, so speeding to gain time doesn't really help you on this one. Because you have to stop to pick up the presents. With old 2020 Vision Thomas. Good thing is though, tomorrow, Friday! We like a Friday. Passengers are loading. Poets Day, it will be for me. I've just got to resist going to see my mate Andy tomorrow night.
There's the station master. Can you give them the gifts we collected, please?
Oh, really? Oh, thankfully he's only stood there. What accent have you got?
Thanks for finding these, Thomas. You really are a useful engine.
Oh, okay. Watch it. Troublesome trucks. I love the fact that the faces are animated on the troublesome trucks and stuff. They have put a lot of detail in this. I know this has got, not say negative press, but it is cool. You got to admit that. Is it something you're likely to do over and over again? If you're younger, I could see the appeal. You probably would do these little storylines over and over again, because that's the fun of it.
Look, there's another gift at the side of the line. I do hope there aren't any more, because we don't want the passengers to miss out.
Hang on, like gifts for the flipping passengers. Why are we giving the passengers gifts? I thought it was my birthday. My birthday is February. I'll look at Colin taking note. What day in February, though? I'll see if you're paying attention. What? You just told him now, Nico. Oh, jeez, you're not very good, are you? The bit where I said, what day in February, Colin, that would have been a bit of a clue, really, wouldn't it, you'd have thought? I now can't get... I can't get to the... I've got to back up now. What a stupid place to leave a gift. Right, okay. No, forward, backwards. don't know what day it falls on next year. And yeah, 27 next year. Doesn't fall on an odd day next year because I want to go away. Right. Down there to watch it. A Monday. That's fine. No, in that case, I should go away. It's good because I don't stream on a Monday. Remember to come back. I might not. I might go away, and that could be it. It'll just be a, the offline screen will change to be. There will be no more streams.
Look, there's another gift up ahead. Let's stop and collect it.
How can he see round the corner? Okay, Thomas. I'm thinking you're the one that put these here now because you know exactly where they are. I'm thinking Thomas hid the gifts. Oh, it's nice to see I'd be missed. Thanks, guys.
I do hope all these extra stops aren't going to make us even later. Perhaps if that's the last gift, we can try to make up for some lost time before we reach the next station.
Remind me why I'm still here.
It's 4 months now, Tiger. It's not like you could admit to doing, accidentally. You've done that on purpose. It could be. I could do with a beer. Have I got any beer? Oh, I might have some beers. Don't drink, kids. Not on a school night. Right, so this could be our last pickup. He's that person that you work with that's always happy. The one that comes in on the Monday morning and goes, "Morning! Everyone having a fantastic weekend." And everyone's suddenly going, "Monday morning."
As Thomas approached Watchet Station, he saw that Mr. Peters was standing up.
How? It's round the corner.
He was talking to the station master about the missing gifts, and Thomas was worried he might be in trouble for being late.
How can he see round the corner? Okay, I'm getting slightly concerned about Thomas now. Do a job you love. I used to do a job I loved. Now I do a job I tolerate. He's more camp than Colin. That can't be possible, surely. Passengers are getting off. He probably got a taxi. Uber.
But Mr. Peters wasn't cross. He was pleased. "Ah, Thomas, I'm glad you're here. I wanted to tell you that I've spoken with the station masters, and they've all told me what a great job you've been doing." Thomas was very relieved. Thank you, sir, he said. I'm just glad to help. You've certainly proved yourself to be a really helpful engine by finding all the missing gifts, continued Mr. Peters. Don't worry, I'll see to it that they arrive in time for the party tonight. In the meantime, why don't you rest here for a while? I'm sure the passengers won't mind.
What's he done?
Oh, yes, a short rest would be nice. Thank you, sir.
He hasn't done anything.
That settles it then, smiled Mr. Peters.
I wish I was that thin.
Before you arrived, I was telling the station master about a big fireworks display we're having tonight to celebrate your visit. The fireworks have been loaded into some trucks that are waiting at Willerton Station. Do you think you could collect them and take them to the display ground later on? Yes, sir, puffed Thomas proudly. A fireworks display sounds wonderful, and all those loud noises and bright colours will be marvellous for the celebration. I can't wait. Mr. Peters laughed. I'm glad you're looking forward to it, he said. We still have lots to do before we're ready for the party to begin, so I'll see you later, Thomas. And with that, Mr. Peters headed off to make preparations for the event, and Thomas waited at the platform, enjoying his rest.
He should be focused on the signals, not the fireworks. Well, with the fireworks going off, you see, it's a red signal and stuff. Tomorrow, by the way, it's good timing, isn't it? Every half an hour. Tomorrow, back with some quizzing. May or may not be here Saturday. Depends on the weather, really. I'm not going to be traipsing around London in the rain, so might be back a bit earlier. In that case, I'll do something Saturday night. Definitely won't be bingo. Sunday lunchtime, though, back on the farm, and then more things back next week. Right, next one. West Somerset Railway. So, a problem to solve. Arriving at Willerton, Thomas finds the fireworks train in a terrible mess.
A problem to solve. A short while later, Thomas had finished resting and was approaching Willerton Station.
Colin.
He was still thinking about the fireworks display that was taking place that evening. Suddenly, as Thomas rounded the bend, he saw that the tracks at the station were blocked by trucks. Bother! Now I'm sure to be late.
That's not where I left them.
Then Thomas noticed something. The trucks that were blocking both platforms were the fireworks train that Mr. Peters had sent him to collect.
Oh.
Who shunted all these trucks into the wrong places? Who would do such a thing?
Annoyed Thomas.
Thomas soon found out. As no sooner had Thomas wondered who was to blame, a familiar black shape rolled into view. Diesel? What are you doing here? Asked Thomas. Sir Topham Hatt sent me here as part of the event, Diesel bragged. This is an event to celebrate Sodor after all, and perhaps he thinks a tiny little tank engine like you can't manage on your own. Suddenly, Thomas realized why so many strange things had been happening on the railway. Diesel, it was you who moved Annie and Clarabelle into that siding and behind those trucks. And it was you who took the gifts. You've been the one causing all this trouble. Diesel just looked at Thomas and laughed. I wonder what Mr. Peters will think of you now, he jeered. Especially when he sees what a mess you've made of the fireworks train. Mr. Peters thinks I'm very useful, thank you, retorted Thomas. And once I've finished sorting out your mess, I'm going to find him and Sir Topham Hatt and tell them about all the trouble you've been causing. But Diesel just laughed. they'll have to find me first, he sneered. And he raced away as quickly as he could.
Well, for a shunter, that's not very fast. I'm off my
We need to
meds.
shunt these trucks back into the right order. Annie, Clarabelle, I'll have to leave you here whilst I sort out this mess. Do hurry, Thomas. We don't want to keep the passengers stranded here for long. I'll be as quick as I can.
That's what he said. Surely you could take Annie and Clarabelle. You could push some trucks whilst pulling them. But okay, we'll leave them here. That wheel came off the tracks. Right, go. Yeah, you could have brought them down here, surely. Well, because these are all in one long line. It should just hopefully be a case of just grabbing them and then putting them back in one long line. Surely you can be serious. I am serious. Don't call me Shirley. Oh god, okay. No, it's fine. I'll get out. You just, yeah, okay. I'll run along the side of him. That one. Okay, get back in. Stand in the thing. Change the view to the thing. Forwards. Oh, a bit bumpy. Back there. Go. Alright, there's a red there. Don't run the red. I think that's just one of the carriages from West Somerset. Oh, yeah, okay, fine. No, it's my fault. It's fine. No, I know. Where's the... But where's the... Have I missed it? Was it not letting me do it? Is that... No, that's the shunt signal. So where's the points one? Because it's truck... Or is it changed now? Oh, it's flipping changed now. Hello, I'm going to walk through you. No, right, me. Right, so we got the S. Do you know what letter comes next, boys and girls, if we're spelling fireworks backwards? Well, we didn't leave all these in one line, did we? Hang on, whoever did this scenario didn't look at the previous scenario, did they? Continuity and all that. all the way back up there. So we got works. We need fire. Fire. What, Bodie and Doyle? Oh, stop. Right, couple to the other 4. We didn't start the fire. There we go. Always it should be quicker to reassemble them than it was to disassemble them. I've got a box of matches. Got a little candle thing that I think I lit once last winter. I was trying to be all romantic by myself. Didn't work. Are you a twisted fire starter, Rich T? Uncouple vehicles. Okay, don't stand near fireworks with matches. We can stand there with matches, just not lit ones. The prodigy, indeed. I'm a fire starter. Twisted fire starter. Right, backwards. I'm guessing we got to go back and get Annie and Clarabelle because we can bring them on the other platform now, can't we? Passengers are going, where's the engine gone? Stop it. Okay, we're going back. What? Oh, really, Colin? Really? That's the best you could come up with? Or have you you've been thinking about that one for a while? I don't know if I'm impressed or disappointed by that, Colin. Wasn't Sue a boy? He was. How do you do? What is he now? Dead. No, 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 no. Oh, my God, that was close. Holy crap. That was... I was thinking, oh, okay, that's that. So we got to go and put these back in the siding. I don't know why we had to run around, Sue.
We did it! The fireworks train is all sorted and ready to be taken to the party. Let's get these trucks coupled up to Annie and Clarabelle.
Couple to Annie and Clarabelle. My God, this is going to be a long one. Getting complacent now. I've always been... oh, that's backwards. I've always been complacent. Right, so all the way back to Annie and Clarabelle. Why am I thinking I've got to consume quite a bit of alcohol on the weekend away in September in order to deal with you lot? Right, back to beer o'clock. I think it will be the minute I get to the hotel. I had some beers in December, whenever it was we went to Manchester. Just don't let Trent see what I'm drinking, he tells me off. Right, we are stopping at Williton. Oh God, that's 4 brakes. 4 brakes. 4, all of the brakes. All of them. That was all of them. Come on, Thomas, you useless. Jesus Christ.
Thomas managed to get the fireworks train all sorted and ready to be delivered. But he was still thinking about Diesel. We must find Diesel before he causes any more confusion and delay. But I wonder where he went.
Okay, that was some... It was almost like there was a train running whilst that was going. Thomas, you're sodding off without me. What? What was the point of that? Okay. That was a thing. Yeah. Overall, they've done a good job on these scenarios, but a couple of them, I just think they got to the end and went, it just doesn't matter. Right. What's next? Diesel in distress. Whilst trying to find Diesel, Thomas learns he has broken down and sets out to rescue him. I wouldn't. Oh, we might just be able to do this, you know. If I can do this one quicker than the time it should be.
Diesel in distress.
Not Diesel in this. No, not in your dress, Colin.
After coupling the fireworks train to Annie and Clarabelle, Thomas set off after Diesel. We must find Diesel before he can cause any more trouble.
Right, go. Rich tea. Oh, so I've got to get permission to go through the red. Well, I've done the contact signaller. Proceed as signals indicate. Oh, there we go. Right, you can get rid of the tab thing now. Yeah, the tab thing can go now. Dovetail. Right, let's go and find... Denied, no route available. Well, not surprised really. I've pressed tab. Well, hopefully we might be able to get a little bit above line speed and save us a little bit of time. So I don't know how fast Diesel went, but we've done a bit of faffing around with the fireworks trains, haven't we? Yeah, I think the contact signaler thing is a bit broken. I'll try it again. No. On Thomas, you got a big load there. Many of the carriages. I'm literally flat out. Oh God, yeah. Oh, let's start braking now. Especially if it might be slightly downhill. Press tab on the keyboard. I did. Tab. Tab, tab, tab. I'm sure it'll go off once we find Diesel. If we find Diesel, he's got to be down here. Where else could he have gone? There's no other sidings. No, Ethan. Yeah, but I had an image in my head of you going red, which is quite funny. And I'm intrigued to see when this goes on YouTube in about a month, that someone will just put red in the comments. Out F4 might help. I'll try that. Probably you. So you're going to watch it having forgotten that you watched it. Like, that guy chatting there on the screen called Nigel, that's my name. You did put an idiot in the last YouTube video, and so did Trent. And I agreed with both of you. I'm intrigued for next Wednesday. Next Wednesday's YouTube video is one of those that I will know if people watch it. That's all I'm saying. Putting it in your diary, putting your file of facts, Colin. Is a video of me taking a shower. No one wants to see that, Michael. Is it of Ethan in the shower? You're funny, Tiger. Will there be questions on Wednesday night? No, but I will know if anybody watches it. That's all I'm saying. I do need to book an eye test, but I'm waiting until the car goes through its MOT first, which is on the 7th of July. So depending on how big that bill is. Aye, aye. Well, I booked a service at the same time, so I'm expecting at least 240 quid. But hopefully not any more than that.
Hello, Thomas. I'm glad you're here. Diesel passed by not too long ago, and I think he's in trouble, as his engine was making some awful grinding sounds. Do you think you could head down the line and try to find him? Of course I can.
Yes,
puffed
Nico.
Thomas.
And MOT.
Thomas was only too happy to help.
Travel down the line and find Diesel. No, we didn't pay 54 quid for an MOT. Right, where are you? Diesel. Oh God, why would anybody use Quick Fit? No, 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 no. Where's Diesel hiding? I reckon behind that tree. Well, we know he's 1.6 miles away. I'm surprised Thomas hasn't spotted him by now with his eagle-eye vision. Yeah, it's an independent garage I've used for the last 16 years. And thankfully it's about 20 minutes walk from work. So I should go to work, put my computer on, sod off, drop the car off, and then take a slow walk back to work. And hopefully I get a text message going, your car's ready. Or if they ring, it's like, well. Thomas does have the same X-ray vision as Superman, yeah. Come on, because we want to see these fireworks. Yeah, I suppose they'll MOT it first and then service it. Thing is, they'd have to ring me if it failed the MOT. Right, 900 yards. Your mother gets done by a man called Ben. Well, I don't know who's a lucky one, yeah? Is he a flower pot? I love your guys, you lot's humour. I think we need to make sure, for those of us that do go to Doncaster, For anybody going on the Friday, I think we just have to just sit in the bar and just chat.
There he is.
There he is. We've now got to haul these fireworks, Annie Clarabelle, and Diesel. Poor Thomas.
Well, chuckled Thomas cheekily. It looks like this troublesome engine has got engine troubles. Stop it, Thomas, wailed Diesel. This isn't funny at all. And not very reliable either, teased Thomas. Perhaps this will teach you not to play tricks. Diesel fell silent as Thomas pushed him to the next station.
That was a collision. Yeah. Took Diesel hard from behind. Excellent stuff, Michael. Yeah, I think Nico's not coming till the Saturday. He's going to meet us somewhere on the Saturday afternoon. Ethan's going to be out collecting train stations, so we won't see him until probably Sunday. Oh yeah, Nico will probably get lost. No, it's fine, Tiger. Look, the Saturday's the important day, like we did the meet up in London. It's a Saturday that's the day, you know, people can come just for the day and then sod off again. Great. That's why it would be nice to do the Railway Museum and Locomotion in the same day. But I'm just concerned that we ran out of time when we did the Railway Museum last time. And then we got to get to Shildon from York. Well, I suppose, oh yeah, there are going to be a few new faces. I do want to try and see if I can get Ed there. I'm going to see how he is in about a month's time and see if we can get him there on the Saturday.
Don't worry, Diesel, said Thomas kindly. We'll get you fixed up in no time. Thank you, Thomas.
Right, that's that one. The final one then. Which I'm going to leave for YouTube. No, I'm not. That would be slightly evil, wouldn't it? One to go and I go, yay, and you'll find that on YouTube. Oh God, hang on. Scenarios. Well, I didn't do all of them. I've got that one to go here, and then I didn't do Diesel's dilemma on the other one. So we did the special day and Thomas's birthday surprise, and then you've got the actual West Somerset ones. But we'll finish off then with fireworks and friendships. I've tried that all my life, Colin. It doesn't work. People want less of me as time goes on. Let's go.
Fireworks and friendships.
I just said that.
Thomas continued to pull Diesel and the train to the final destination at Bishop's Lydia. The day's work was nearly done, and Thomas was still looking forward to watching the fireworks display at the party. Diesel worried about what Sir Topham Hatt would say when they arrived. "We're almost there now," said Thomas excitedly. But Diesel stayed silent. He wasn't looking forward to what was coming.
Diesel looks constipated. Hang on, oh, we're in Diesel. I thought Diesel was knackered. Hang on a minute. Or are we driving? Oh, we are in Thomas. Okay. I heard Diesel rev up. I thought, hang on a minute. Right, go. It's definitely a little... Oh, that look. Well, there's our thumbnail. It's like, aww. He's pulling 9 carriages, Annie Clarabelle, and shoving Diesel. And in a way, with all these scenarios, it's actually also got us to do a full line run. I think it's in Bishop's Lydia where it starts. Yeah, actually, I'm glad I did it this way, because I wouldn't have done it as separate YouTube videos. So at least I can now go, yeah, I completed that, apart from 2 that I haven't done, but we'll ignore those. Up until this point, West Somerset was the only route where I'd completed every single scenario. I think I did that on a combination of streams and YouTube videos when it first came out. In any other Train Sim World route, I've not completed all the scenarios. And 2 but we don't talk about the spads. Poor little Thomas. It's going to be worn out. Exactly. He should be one, you know. Should have got a proper engine down here. Class 47 or something to put him along. It would be quite cool if eventually we got Sodor. I don't know how big the island of Sodor would be in this sort of scale. You know, what is it? You know, has anyone paid attention? How long does it take to get from one side of the island to the other? Is it like 10 minutes? Well, I think now it'd probably be the DLC, wouldn't it? Yeah. So, yeah, it carries on from Thomas after this. See, if this would have been connected to the main line. Is it connected to the main line? Must be. Because how do they get stuff in and out? It's not going to all come by road, surely. 62 miles. Wow. No, this line connected to the main line. So 62 miles, so sort of twice the size of the Isle of Wight, basically. So yeah, so you know what would have been quite good then? If that bit of main line was in, which is what I was trying to get at, it'd have been quite good if this would have started with Thomas being, like, pulled into Bishop's Lydiard from the main line. So Thomas is a rival rather than just appearing. So coming off the main line, coming into Bishop's Lydiard. I don't know why I called it Lydiard. Wingardium Leviosa. Haven't finished those either. I need to finish those. I need to finish Slow Horses. I finished the season 2 of The Bay last night. Didn't see that coming. Right, Bishop's Lydiard. And then the fireworks, I'm guessing. Poor passengers though. I'm sure it was like 7:45 in the morning those passengers left Minehead. It's been 7:07 at night now. So they're probably all needing a wee, they probably need a drink. They need 6 million to connect to the main line. Ah, that's nothing, I'll give them that. Yeah, it is. Well, it's not. That's where, fictionally, that's where it is. You know Sodor isn't real, don't you, Michael? I'm going to win the Euro Millions tomorrow night, so...
The two engines finally arrived at the station. Sir Topham Hatt and Mr. Peters were waiting for them. Sir Topham turned and looked crossly at Diesel. Diesel, I hear you've been causing confusion and delay. I sent you to the mainland to deliver some goods, not to follow Thomas here and cause trouble.
Yes, sorry, sir,
said Diesel sheepishly.
I just wanted to show you that I'm just as special as Thomas is. It wasn't fair that he got to come and be admired by everyone, and I didn't.
Thomas was invited because Mr. Peters asked if he could come. Not because I think he's more special than any one of my engines, including you, Diesel. Diesel felt rather foolish.
I'm sorry, sir. And I'm sorry, Thomas. I didn't mean to cause you all this trouble.
That's all right, Diesel, said Thomas. If it were up to me, Diesel, continued Sir Topham Hatt, I would send you back to Sodor. But Mr. Peters and I have discussed it, and we think you should remain here for a while and work with Thomas and prove you can be a really useful engine.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. I promise to be on my best behaviour.
Sir Topham Hatt smiled. Don't you worry about your engine either, Diesel. said Mr. Peters.
We'll take you to the workshop and get you fixed up in no time.
Diesel smiled. He was looking forward to being back in working order.
He's not the Messiah.
Then Sir Topham had turned his attention to Thomas. As for you, Thomas, due to your recovery of the gifts and rescuing of a fellow engine, you have once again proven yourself to be a really useful engine. Yes, a very fine engine indeed, added Mr. Peters.
Thomas was so proud, he didn't know what to say.
He thought his boiler would burst.
Oh, well, that was what? What? Really? They could have what? What? Well, okay, I'm disappointed by the ending, but there we go. As Thomas and Diesel sat and watched the fireworks explode, the scrap merchant came along, picked them both up, and crushed them. There we go. There we go. Back to normality next Tuesday with more trains, where I'll be exploring Germany and having the ability to not drive a train again, because that's what happens. The next stream, though, tomorrow night, back with some quizzing, doing some of the quizzy type things tomorrow. I'm sure there'll be some questions about random things. I can't remember what the random stuff was last time. Music videos, or videos being played slowly or fast, or whatever it was. Anyway, that's tomorrow night. Is Thomas and Diesel gay? If they are, that's their business. Anyway, yeah, that's tomorrow. Saturday night may or may not be here. Depends on how rainy it is in that there London. If it's peeing down with rain, I won't be spending all day. I will come home again. But I will update you in the afternoon, probably when I'm heading back to the car, as to whether there'll be a stream Saturday night or not. Sunday lunchtime, though, back on the farm doing the farmy type things. And then Tuesday, more trains. And then the rest of the week, more things. I will update the screaming schedule over the weekend. So there we go. So thanks very much to you lot for keeping me company throughout this one. Glad I got it done. It was nice to see the end of the story. And yeah, I do like Thomas. It is quite cool. There we go. Yeah, so thanks to you lot for keeping me company. And thanks to Don Rado for resubscribing. Nikolai for following earlier. And Tiger for resubscribing as well. I will be back tomorrow night to do some of the quizzing type things. Until then, if you have been, thanks very much for watching.